I don't think it would be an exaggeration for me to say that if my high school teachers knew I was studying to be an educator, they would be in complete shock. I was constantly distracted in class, always joking around with my friends and getting in trouble. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not because I hated school or didn't want to learn, but for me, school needed to be an escape from the difficulties going on at home. We migrated to Australia when I was 5, but when Dad couldn't make it work and went back to Sri Lanka, Mum decided to stay back here to give me a better life. I was 12 and just started high school, and Mum now had to work 2 jobs 7 days a week just to pay the bills and put food on the table. We were struggling financially, and Mum having to work all the time meant she was never at home. And as the only child, the pressure to be successful academically, professionally, and financially weighed heavily on me. And initially, I didn't want to accept it. But when push came to shove, I knew I had to make it happen. I had to succeed at all costs. And this was not the best mental state to be in when making decisions about your future. Trust me, I certainly wasn't thinking about what I really enjoyed and was good at. And when you're in the troubling circumstances I was in, it often takes someone on the outside to help you see that for yourself. That special person for me was my Year 8 teacher. I remember a time when she got really mad at me for being a horrible brat in the classroom. I didn't know where to look. I was avoiding eye contact as she was telling me off. It was intense. But then suddenly, as if out of nowhere, she stopped. Her attitude completely changed. It was like she had an epiphany and finally worked me out. She looked at me straight in the eyes and said with the utmost sincerity, "Sachini, I actually think you'd make a great school captain one day." What? Seconds ago, I was getting told off for being an obnoxious brat, and now she's telling me this? I couldn't believe it. And I didn't until 3 years later when I was in year 11 and felt the full weight of my own high expectations to succeed hit me. I was desperately trying to work out how I could pull off the miracle of making my mum proud, given I wasn't cutting it academically like my cousins. And in that moment, those affirming words from my amazing Year 8 teacher came flooding into my mind. Really? Could I actually be a good school captain? Well, till today, I still don't know what possessed me to find the strength to do it. But I did. I applied for school captain, and you'll never believe it. At the end of the year, after delivering my speech to the entire school, I was elected school captain of Canterbury Girls Secondary College. And boy, was my mum proud. Until this day, I'll never forget the gift my teacher gave me. The gift of seeing the real me. She saw my strength, that I could communicate and influence others. Being school captain allowed me to develop my strength and channel it positively through public speaking on a weekly basis. And this has laid the strong foundation for what I do now. I get the chance to speak to young people to encourage them to believe in themselves by helping them discover, develop, and display their own strengths. By finding inspiring work that is aligned with my strengths, passions, and values, it's built in me an unbelievable inner confidence. And this is what I want everyone to experience through the programs we run here at Success Integrated. So, if you can't seem to find your own strengths, ask a loving parent what they think comes to you naturally, or speak to a close friend and ask them what they think you're really good at. Or like me, it might just be your teacher who can see your special talents, which might just pleasantly surprise you.